Yes, sir.
Okay, and we're live with 1986 Fleer and Stu Stone again. What's up, Stu?
How you doing, man? The last time we broke 86 Fleer, we broke some hearts and we broke your bank account.
Oh yes, that
Uh,
86 Fleer. Different
uh,
sport, and yeah, trying to forget that one.
but this time we are doing 86 Fleer baseball, which was a very cool set back in the day, and always cool to rip this wax, man. Look at just it's so pretty. It's a shame that we have to open it because I just love looking at the wrapped boxes.
Yes, and we'll get started. We have four sponsors: Dan S, Nolan C, Danny R, and Roger M. We'll start with Dan S in the upper left. It's funny you mention. Um, it's a shame about ripping and 86 Fleer basketball. I just watched and this is the only thing that it gives us. It's not from a sealed case. It's the only difference in some of our breaks, but I actually had doubles of this box, both like this, so that's why we chose this one. And plus, we want to pull a Canseco. It's kind of a consolation Canseco.
Yeah, well, the last break we did, we were Canseco less.
But I wanted to mention I saw a Gary V video where he opens an 86 Fleer basketball. He cracks it out of a PSA holder with I forget the other, like, I don't know, card breaks or something. You know, there's a million breaker channels. But the most interesting thing is they opened tobacco packs. I don't know if you've ever seen
Whoa.
that. It is wild, wild. And we'll go ahead and break right in and talk as we go. DNS. Oh, and Stu came up with it was a swing and a miss on the Lotto because I thought we would pay homage to that clip that we always talk about with Bevaqua and Lasorda. Well, this is an 86 tops, and so they don't have manager cards. So Lasorda's not in the set. I just assumed he was, but he is not. So Neidenfeur and Bevaqua are in the set. So those guys will pair with well, they'll still be, adversaries. So it'll be Neidenfeur versus Bevaqua, but on Neidenfeur's team will be Mookie Wilson, and Bevaqua will have Bill Buckner.
Yes, because of course in '86, the infamous Mookie Wilson hit that went through Buckner's legs that changed the course of the World Series that year.
Yeah. So Mookie, and you need a Mookie and or Neidenfeur and a Bevaqua or a Buckner, if that
So
makes
it's four
sense.
cards that you can team up there.
Yeah. So, but you have to have one on each side, because I had Padres versus Dodgers originally, and I messed up with the who was in the. Good luck, DNS. We'll rip right in. Who was in the set? So, and is that? Oh, I thought we had an All-Star game, All-Star card on the back. It's that. It's the Pete Rose card. We have really nice insert cards in this set, by the way. The All-Star cards are, there's Fernando. All-Star cards are phenomenal.
Yeah, I remember the Fleer for a couple of years there had like really cool inserts like All Stars and headlines and just really cool stuff.
Yeah, the Headliners was like a separate little tiny set that was like a cello pack. This is the Stu that can't figure out how to spell his name, remember?
Yeah,
Jay Reynolds, Brookins, Schmidt, our first Hall of Famer.
that's
Nice.
nice.
Pretty nice cut on that, too. This is like all, and there's the Pete Rose card. Kind of a rough edge on that, but like
There's
all
something like
86,
very there's something very '82 Fleer about this design.
a little bit, right, with everything's rounded, like the rounded bottom, and but it's something very 86 about the border. If you notice, all the 86 cards have this dark border, which, there's no room for error in the grading, but that one actually looks really nice. Good
Yeah,
centering on that. And we do have actually one of our rookies on the back. I don't know if you saw it there. probably like the third best, fourth best rookie.
Benito Santiago.
Um, yeah, so maybe like the fifth best rookie. We'll see it. Oh, there's Boggs and Brett. Nice card. This
Bog,
is
Boggs and Hero.
Yeah, so that was
Hmm.
that's who he modeled his swing and everything after is George Brett. But this is what we have in lieu of the manager cards, or those kind of team up All Star game cards where these guys would pose at the All Star game. That's the Don Baylor, but not the Don Baylor we want to see. Stu and I kind of compared notes, and it looks like there is that the ouch Don Baylor card can be an indicator for Jose. Valenzuela and Gooden, staff aces. Gooden has a few of those team up cards.
Remember which set was it that we opened where like Canseco's in like a million cards?
Yeah, that's 87. 87, the year after. So this is the Paul O'Neill, Cal
That's pretty
Daniels
cool.
rookie. Not a bad one. It is the wax card.
Wow, that's like in 1987, 88. You're looking at a pretty nice card there.
Absolutely. And yeah, so you mentioned Benito Santiago. We have the Corey Snyder, Cecil Fielder card, the Andres Galarraga, and the
Yep.
Jose. Um,
Eric Plunk.
yeah, Jose and Eric Plunk.
Lenny Dykstra, Vince Coleman.
Yeah, and those guys have their own. There's Mr. Holland Tunnel. Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, nice centering on that too. Really nice. Not too bad. Nice card. Jody Davis. Billy Joe Robert. I remember this guy.
Billy Joe, yeah.
Yeah, he
Well,
was.
so those guys are like on different teams. That's weird.
Yeah, yeah. They didn't
I,
always. Was Corey and Cecil
oh
were.
yeah, Snyder and Cecil. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, sometimes they
yeah.
matched them up and sometimes they didn't. I guess. There's a nice
Ooh, there you
Ricky.
go.
Nice one too. These are coming out of the packs really nice. The centering is not too bad. Oh, and back to what I was saying about Gary V. I don't want to ruin the video for anyone, so next 30 seconds may be a spoiler if you really want to see the tobacco packs with Gary V. But just to talk about it, apparently the tobacco packs, buyer beware if you want to buy those. They're like $2,000, $3,000 a pack. You can pull like a $500,000 Walter Johnson, or something out of those packs, but you may pull a horse, a bird, a chief, like a real Indian. Like it's not necessarily going to be a baseball card, which
Oh boy.
I did not realize. And here's the real fun: there's not necessarily a card in them. There's
What do you mean?
not all the tobacco packs had cards. So like if there was a bin of the tobacco packs, maybe half of them or less would have cards in them. It was kind of a random surprise.
Why did they open those?
I think just because they wanted to do some wild stuff, like open
Just
some.
seems like that's the type of product that like you don't open. Like, what's the point?
There's one of our
There's Bill
lotto hits.
Buckner.
All right, so Buckner, and so now you need Mookie or Neidenfeur. Neidenfeur's not someone we always stop on, so Jack Morris, wax card. So yeah, Gary V is big on experience. So that's how he, there's kind of the same thing we talked about when we broke 86 Fleer. Hey, let's do it once for the experience. It's like going
There's
to
a big
Egypt and
difference
seeing the
between
pyramids.
tobacco packs and 86 Fleer. About 100-year difference.
Quite a bit actually. And here's the real spoiler. Spoiler alert. There was no cards. They opened 3 tobacco packs. There was a coupon in one. Gary V falls off the chair thinking that it's a card, and they finally hit a card. It was a coupon.
Oh my God.
Like in there. Because they opened 2 and there was nothing but tobacco inside, right?
So they just like threw $6,000 in the trash.
It was actually like a different guy that wanted them to open them, I guess. That like sent them to him. So nice, good. And there's the box card.
Box boy.
And Man, nice centering and edges on that. That's a nice card. Kevin Bass and Omar Moreno. So anyway, kind of a fun video. Nice, Doc
That's really
Goodens.
nice.
That was the card to have when these were first released in the spring. That was the card you were looking for. Just to give him his due. I don't know if you guys will ever see. Actually, you probably, the way they do starting pitching now, you will never see a season like that again. Probably 24
Wow,
and
his
4,
ERA is a buck 50.
268
24 wins.
strikeouts in 276 innings. Now they barely let the guys even make it to the fifth inning.
Oh, how many complete games is that? 16 complete games?
Unheard of. You will never see a stat line like that. Unless the game completely changes again, maybe in 20 years. But right now, in today's game, forget it. That's like 3 seasons worth of stats.
Cocaine, hell of a drug.
Yeah, it can keep everybody going. I just learned his Eric Shaw's claim to fame.
Is?
Pete Rose's record-breaking hit, 4,192. He served it up. Robin Yount, Hall of Famer. Pretty nice cut there. It's like his 15th card, so not a ton of value to some of those guys. Mark Gubicza, second year maybe. Sarah Porter. But any of these pack fresh, perfect edge, perfect print. One good thing about Fleers, their printing was top notch. If we were going through tops, we'd have several cards with like fish eyes and some weird stuff going on. Fleers, like out of the pack, like condition is just, knock on wood, but
Yeah.
it's usually been pretty awesome. So to switch up sports, only because it's going to be in about an hour or so. Are you watching any of the? We should have made him a wild card.
There he is.
What's funny is I was watching a different break, just scanning it, looking for Jose, and the guy actually stopped on Steve Trout, and I'm like, does this guy watch the channel? Like, what's going on? He was pausing on Steve Trout. He was talking about the Pumas and how like Pumas were his favorite cleats, and you never see guys wearing Pumas.
No, actually, I never noticed that.
Yeah. He's wearing Pumas, cool. And you rarely saw guys wear Pumas. He said those were like his favorite cleats and etc. But I got all excited because I was just scrolling through, not listening, and I'm like, hey, he stopped on Steve Trout. What's going on?
There was like a mini set released on this too, right? Wasn't there like 1986 Fleer minis?
Yes, and some of those are really valuable in a PSA 10. So we have our first insert card, All-Star. The best of these, I think, is the Ripken, which does have a red back, so that would be a nice one. I actually saw a completed sale of $300 PSA 10.
Really?
For the Ripken, yes. These are difficult to get in a PSA 10, but there's a Mattingly, Gooden, there's a bunch of them that are good, and this is going to be
Brett. Quisenberry, George Brett.
Quisenberry. You're right. You were right on Quisenberry. And here's the thing, I'm gonna sleeve this because when I was looking up. When I was looking up some of these guys in PSA 10, there's a pop 2 of this in a PSA 10, and it actually sold. Now I don't remember what it sold for, but more than you would think a Dan Quisenberry All-Star card would sell for. Nice card. I'm going to top load this for you just in case. In case this is pop 3, you never know. Looks pretty darn sharp.
So these are like the Don Rossi Elite cards of this set.
It looks like, it looks like there's one per stack, if I remember right, roughly. So it looks like this is good so far. It looks like we have a legit box that hasn't been potpourried or anything. So packs are all perfect. So, but there is a run. So
doesn't he check when they wrap these boxes? Don't they check to make sure that the packs aren't?
Well, they can't check to see if they're potpourried. They can check to make sure they're all legit.
Right.
Remember, there was Sid Bream, not the greatest picture of Mr. Bream there. I think maybe he'd want that one back. It's maybe the worst picture I've ever seen of him. Maybe second year card.
Did you see the guy that made that final out, like sliding into the plate? they called out at home to like lose the series, or am I mistaking that?
He had several moments in the playoffs. Yeah, he hit. I remember him for 3,000 career hits. Rod Carew. I went to see a game in like August, Braves versus Dodgers in like the early '90s when there was that rivalry, and Sid Bream hit a grand slam right in front of me.
Oh wow,
Right field bleachers. Yeah, I thought I was Zach Ample for a minute. I did not get anywhere near it, but when it was in the air, I'm like, this is
it looked
coming
like it was
right
coming
for
right
me.
to you. Yeah,
And yeah, it was like, I don't know, 10 rows away. Last pack, DNS. Let's hope we can see an ouch card or about that ouch card, because I saw two breaks where Mr. Ron Reynolds, I don't remember him as a catcher.
a couple of N's on his name.
Yeah, yeah, he needs to be in 87 tops, huh? John Wathan. But I did see Van Slyke. Nice players from back in the day. Definitely Don Baylor. If you hit him early in the pack, seems to be an indicator. If you hit one of the other guys, because there's like 6 cards between the outs.
Hubie Brooks.
Yes, Hubie Brooks is right before. So Craig Lefferts, Scott Fletcher, and Ron Meredith. Neil Heaton and Hubie Brooks are the two right before Jose, which happens if you don't if you get them at the beginning of a pack. All right, some nice cards there. Dan S. Including maybe a pop 3. I don't know. A little bit of a powdery edge there, but I've heard that PSA doesn't take off too much for that if it's like a factory cut powdery edge. Did I sort these? Yes, those were before they. All right, so Dan S. Nolan C in the upper right.
Has Nolan did breaks with us before?
Yes, he has, but not in a while. I'm trying to remember.
Welcome back, Nolan.
Yeah, it's welcome back, Nolan. Absolutely. He has though. I definitely remember Nolan breaking. Good luck, Nolan. Maybe I want to say like 82. Maybe he was in the 82 break.
He's a big Fleer guy.
I think it was Fleer that he bought into. Yeah. John Grubb. Fred Lynn, the old style donut. You seen the donuts they have now?
No.
They don't have donuts like that now. They're like they barely look like they're on the bat. So they fit up the whole barrel, but they're thin. It's the way they have them now. They're not like in one spot like in our day. Johnny Ray, Dave Smith, Vince Coleman, terror on the base paths.
Sure was.
Yeah, he was just like we were talking about 24 wins. You're not going to see 100 steals in a season again anytime soon.
Let alone 150 steals.
Oh, nice. Mattingly.
That's a nice card.
Nice cut on it too. Bruce Haas. It's a nice first pack. That would have been probably right behind the Gooden when this set was first released.
Is Gooden a Hall of Famer?
He's not. Neither is Mattingly.
Should Gooden be one? Is I guess my question.
I mean, he doesn't have the career numbers. He's just one of those guys that had 2 or 3 just unbelievable seasons.
Didn't he win couple World Series and you won? He threw a no-hitter. I mean, he's done some stuff.
Yeah, he has. He won with the Yankees actually, as you know.
He also won with the Mets too.
And the Mets in '86, right? Steve Carlton, pretty nice cut on that. Bob Horner. Looking a little grumpy.
What does it say on the knob of his bat?
Number 4. Oh, and by the way, just to give we'll talk more about Danny R. We have his stack, but Danny R. started a channel just to give him a plug, and I watched one of your videos, Danny R. And Mr. Bob Horner, his videos are all about through the mail. So he has a through the mail campaign where he gets autographs through the mail. And so he lets you know who signs, who doesn't. He opens up the envelopes, and Mr. Bob Horner does not sign unless you donate. Which, ironically, didn't we establish that he won a $7 million lawsuit a few years ago against the against the league? But
yeah,
Clemens, nice. That
There you
also
go.
would have
Nice
been
pack.
one of the hot cards.
Still is.
Seaver, a little left to right. Dempsey. Krakow and Mickey Hatcher.
Mike. Oh, that's the best. Mike Krukow hitting.
Yeah, you caught that. Nice. Yeah. They usually
What about that? That Mickey Hatcher's. That should be sleeved.
Mickey Hatcher, that's a great card, and this is, if you ever go to a major league game, if they ever have fans again, which I'm sure they will, and you want to catch baseballs during batting practice, all you got to do is bring that glove in, because every outfielder wants to throw it to you. They want to challenge you to see if you can catch it, etc.
Of course, we've established that's not the only time he's appeared with like some sort of silly Fleer card. Mickey Hatcher is. I think he has another Fleer card with that glove, maybe.
Yeah. I forget what it is, but you're right. He does have something that's a little.
Sort of a fun and games type of baseball card guy.
Yeah, and Kirby Puckett a couple years after had the big bat. Excuse me, Steve Buechele starts us off. Jeff Reardon, Julio Franco, Hesketh, Ernie Witt, Candy Maldonado, Dave Steve. It's a Blue Jays pack.
Good pitcher.
Mike Scioscia, clutch catcher. George Foster. This was I don't think he was on 86 Mets. I think this is a hangover from 85. That card. Rod Carew. Let's sleeve that. That's nice edges. Might be just a little bit off centering. It's got to be one of his last cards, huh?
Should be. I don't remember him having anything in 87.
I don't think so.
So Rod Carew and Reggie Jackson both played for the Angels at the same time?
I think so, yeah.
No. Maybe?
Reggie moved around a lot. Oh, there's Bevaqua. By the way, did Dan S did not hit
No.
a Neidenfeur, did he? Or a Mookie. Nolan C, you got your first Bevaqua, so you don't...
What are we playing for the lottery?
Oh, yeah. I put it in the preview video, but it's one of these repack boxes with 8 packs, random packs.
Oh, nice.
I bought these in the spring. These are actually going for a decent amount of money now. This is actually kind of a cool prize. Guys have opened these up, and there's 2018 update in a lot of these. We don't know. There could be anything. I mean, there's a couple junk packs in there for sure.
I like the 86 Topps coloring on that box.
Yeah, I love those repack boxes. And by the way, I won't. I'm not going to crack those. I'll just send those if you guys win them. Paul Molitor. I would actually like to crack them and look at the packs, though. I wonder if anyone would. If you guys want to comment, well, we'll see if we get a winner first. Kurt Gibson. I'd like to just see what packs are inside and then send you guys the packs. If we get a winner.
Well, it's your channel. I mean, you can do what you want.
Oh, we have a winner.
We got ourselves a winner.
We got a winner. All right, Nolan C. Leave me a comment and let me know if it's okay if I didn't specify. So that's the thing. That's the prize. But if it's cool for me to break your box, just to look at your packs and see what you get. Plus, I think they put some really odd high-end stuff every once in a while. It'd be really cool to get a 2009 Bowman Chrome or something like that. Probably not going to happen, but.
Do you have multiple winners here, or is now the lottery's closed?
No. Well, it's closed for Nolan, so I have one per stack. But yeah, Danny R and Roger M could hit also. We've seen a lot of the cards they need, unfortunately, so we'll have to get some doubles going. But Fleer hasn't been, double-rific, so.
What was that first card?
Jose Uribe?
Yeah, so that's the Jose Uribe uncorrected error birthday that should be selling for $600,000 on eBay.
Yeah, but isn't it it's a couple years after that, right?
Yeah, well, this card here, this is an uncorrected error. His birthday is listed as, I believe, 1960, and he's born in 59 or something like that.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I actually didn't realize
that.
No,
it was never corrected, though.
Yeah, so it's...
But that's his rookie card.
So it's not like there's Lee Smith?
Yeah, people aren't using that card for money laundering just yet.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure why people were buying. It was 1990, I think. Oh, we got your All-Star card, Nolan. Well, this is awesome because this is how the packs are supposed to be set. So I feel like this box was from a sealed case. It just wasn't wrapped that way. So we got our second All-Star card, and it's the right coloring for Ripken. That's who I'd really like to see. It's not though. Who is that?
Alvin Davis, Bill Bradley.
Wow, I'm not sure. Gorman Thomas.
Gorman Thomas.
I don't even. What's the pop on that in a PSA 10? Because I don't even.
Pop 0.
No one see. You might have a pop 1, buddy. If
he's got that power stash.
He's got the power stance, the power look.
He looks like the guy like from Major League that like on the bad guys team.
Yeah. Oh, you could just plug him right into that lineup. He'd be right at home. All right, 4 packs to go, Nolan. We got some good cards for you. We haven't seen Mr. Ouch though. Candyman, Ozzy, nice. A little bit left to right. Dave Stewart on.
I have no memory of him on the Phillies.
Isn't that so funny? When we do these breaks, I only remember him as an A, and no matter
like
what year we break,
card.
he's on the Dodgers. He's on the I don't even know the I mean he's on like a different team every year, till the A's figured out how to use him. I guess. Were they trying to use him as a reliever, instant offense, Strawberry and Rains?
Those guys probably partied together.
Lamar Hoyt, Ron Kittle,
Coldless Kittle.
Yeah, it's funny because I thought about you when I was watching was it a video or it's either a video or an Instagram story where someone went through the Beckett hot list in 1986, and it was Gooden, Mattingly, Gooden. I mean the entire 86, but over on the side, and he wasn't featuring it, but I could see it, was the Ron Kittle was just tearing up the cold list. I almost want to say it was like an Instagram story that I saw, one of the junk wax guys. Sundberg, Gary Carter, nice card. One thing about these Mets cards, it's like this set was made for them.
Yeah, the coloring is just perfect for them.
Perfect.
It's like that 87 clear Bo Jackson, like how it just like matches his uniform. Oh, ouch!
Nolan C. Hang in there. Let's see. So
time.
Is it okay? So we want to see.
That stack looks big. That stack looks thick enough for Jose to be in there.
It's thick. We got room. We got room for Jose. So Lasky. Let's hope we see Lasky or Randy Bush. Maybe. I made some notes. Let's see. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Jose's coming.
Nice. Lasky. We want to see Randy Bush. Oh, nice.
Yep. Jose's coming.
Neil Heaton.
Wow.
And
as scripted.
As scripted. Who did you say? Who's right before?
Huey Brooks. Ha ha! Here he comes. Yep.
Oh,
nice.
Wow. Look at the condition.
Nice.
There's no rough edges. Oh my gosh, that is nice. Let me.
That might be a one touch.
That is a one touch. I'm gonna get a one touch. We never want to claim PSA 10. I hate even quoting the prices, but it's worth sending in and grading for sure. Even a 9.
I remember when I was interviewing Jose, I asked him about Eric Plunk, and he didn't have very kind things to say about him.
No.
No.
How long were they teammates? Probably only a couple. Because I remember him going to the Padres, right?
I was like, Eric Plunk, like, what are your thoughts on Eric Plunk? He's like, who? And I'm like, he was on your card with you. He's like, that's the best thing he ever did, or something. Like, his claim to fame was being on that card. Eric Plunk has the better stash of the two.
Wow, look at that. So the right border is just ever so slightly bigger. The corners, edges are perfect. Top to bottom is perfect. That is, it's a 9 all day. That is that's an awesome card. Great hit.
That's very exciting. To me, the
Congrats.
exciting card is that, but of course, like the Corey Snyder Cecil Fielder is my personal favorite in the set because he had, the card was first hot for Corey, but then it like re-exploded because of Cecil.
Yeah, that went through the value graph on that card was very interesting. If
It
it
was like up, then way down, then way up, and then now wherever it is.
yeah, exactly.
Congratulations on that Canseco, man. That's a sweet card.
That really is nice. That's a nice card. Mattingly in action, another nice one. That was one of my favorites when this set was out. By the way, I love that card and the Gooden. That's
I feel like
that's
that
a
was
lotto we could have
also a
done.
poster.
We could have done the in action cards as a lotto too. So Nolan gets the lotto. He's getting like he got the Jose.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Raleigh. He's got the Raleigh. He's got it going on. Mr.
Well,
Guillermo.
what was the card right before that?
Mike Keith.
Okay.
Yeah, the old
Mr. Tom Brookins.
the old A's uniform. I think this is the last year they used him. If you see Jose in this, it's like his rookie year.
Yeah.
Mr. Buddy Bell. Charlie Hustle and Dr. K. Nice card. That was a cool card back in the day, for sure. Scott McGregor and Billy Sample. Sleeve these up real quick. But yeah, heck of a stack here, Nolan. The Mattingly is looks almost perfect left to right, top to bottom, just a little bit off. And I forgot the Gary Carter.
You pretty much won the break.
So far, we have Danny R and Roger M. So you never know. Last pack, Nolan C. You're free rolling. Bob Stanley. Tony Gwynn.
There you go.
Nice one. A little bit off right to left. There's Sheets. And they flipped on us here. They're caught in the sorter a little bit of a dent there on George Frazier. Alex Sanchez. Oh, Brian Sandberg. A little bit top to bottom. Quite a bit top to bottom, actually.
A lot of it.
Bob Ojeda and Gary Ward.
Well, nice stack, my friend. Welcome back.
I mean, class of '83 here in the last pack, and we sent you off with some nice cards, Nolan. Congrats, buddy. That's a nice stack for sure. That Jose is no joke.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Put it back here. All right, so Danny R. So yeah, I put a link to Danny R's channel over on my featured channels, so you can look over and see Mets Rule, and that's Danny R's channel. If you are thinking about getting autographs through the mail, I actually found them very interesting. Good luck, Danny R. Danny R is obviously a friend of the channel. I'd plug his channel no matter what, but I think it's going to be a successful channel because it's some interesting content for sure.
Don't forget he's got the hot pack.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right.
That's been ice cold. It's never produced anything hot out of it.
Ray Knight. That's a nice start for Danny R. Blue Jays stopper Jimmy Key and Dave Steeb.
I like that card.
Nice card. Dave Engel. We got a prospects card coming. Tim Wallach. And Galarraga. And it's one of the split cards again, different teams, but that was one of the better ones. It was probably right behind Jose, huh? Back in the day.
The big cat. Galarraga is a hell of a ball player.
He had a nice career. Andres Galarraga. Gorman, Willie Wilson, excellent player, and Mike Witt. All right, start a little stack for Danny R right here.
Hey, not bad. Pack one. Just pulled a nice hit.
Key rookie in pack one, absolutely. And Mike Scott with a There's a
Hey, good karma there. He deserves this.
absolutely. Check that out. So
I'm
yeah, we're
I'm
gonna get a prospect
instantly
per pack.
I'm instantly smiling just looking at it.
Some good
What a
memories
great
with that
card.
card, huh? That nice condition too.
Yeah,
There's quality.
that's the best card right there, man.
Yeah, it was. That was a fun card for sure back in the day. Dynamic duo Horner and Murphy, right before Paliarulo and Orta, right before Horner got blacklisted off to Japan.
There was a I remember selling these at our store. Like this was like a $30 card, $50 card at one point.
Yeah, didn't you say that you like hoarded these during Snyder's
Yeah,
run, and
I
then by
did.
1990 you had kept
Yeah,
hoarding them because they were dirt cheap because Snyder had kind of fallen off,
right.
and then boom, you were
And then
just set to
Cecil
like
came,
rake in when Fielder took off.
but I didn't end up breaking.
No,
It's I've got the collector's mentality.
just kept hoarding.
Hold, 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 hold.
Right. Gary Templeton, Alan Wiggins. Yep, Kirby.
Hey, there you go. That's beautiful.
Nice cut on it too. Really nice. I'm gonna watch my focus. That's really nice. Rick Roden. Eddie Murray. Nice. Ray Thomas. Bruce Hurst. Danny R's getting all these 1986 Red Sox.
I mean, there's going to be nothing left for the next stack.
Eddie Murray. I mean,
You
yeah.
don't want to put Cecil and Corey in the top loader just for fun. And it feels like Galarraga could get in the top loader too, just to make Danny R a little bit happier. I mean, maybe not the Galarraga, but yeah, come on, show a little respect.
How's that, Danny R?
Much better.
Sure.
Well, maybe we'll get to do like a break live at the National next year.
Yeah, yeah. National officially canceled this week or last week. I forget when they announced it, but yeah, I wasn't planning on going. We actually have a Jim Rice and Oil Can. How did he go back to? Doesn't he have Oil Can on like 84 or 85?
I think so.
Fleer, and they somehow sent him back to Dennis for 86.
Rude. I know my sister really wants to go to the National. I think it's going to be back in Chicago again now. But she wants to go, so maybe I'll go.
Pendleton. Yeah, we have a new addition to the family, so I wasn't going this year. Dykstra?
Hey,
Nice.
Danny R's going to be happy about that.
I like
Did you just
that
have
one.
a kid?
Yes. Do you remember? See, I don't know if you even knew it was mine, but I sent you a reveal video. It's before COVID. It was right before COVID.
Yeah, I
so-
didn't know that was your reveal.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. So Jose, I didn't put it on the channel because it's got my family, my little girl in it. A couple people have seen it. I know I did send it to you, but yeah, Jose Canseco helped with our gender reveal. But yes, we did not name him Jose, but he was born about a month ago now.
Congratulations.
So thank you.
What did you name him?
Ozzy, of course. No, I'm just
Beautiful.
I'm joking. I'm joking. We
I was
named
like,
him
oh, perfect.
Holden.
Oh, nice. Classy name.
Jose Cruz. Danny
Hey,
R,
there you go.
buddy. Is that the All-Star team card you wanted or what?
For
Look at
sure. This guy pulled like every good card imaginable outside of the Canseco, obviously, but
Bob Welch. Did he what year was it that he had yeah, you'll have to look it up. It's when he was with the A's. 27 wins or something like that. Was it
Yikes.
it was the 89 or 90 A's team, and of course a lot of
I'll
that
look
was
it up.
because and he probably did it with like a 4 ERA or something, but because he had such support. Guidry, nice card, and Eric Davis is the wax card. Nice, let's leave that.
He was a Cy Young Award winner as well.
And by the way, if I had made it, I can only say this now because it's Danny R. And I know he's good natured, but Stu and I both had different ideas of replacing the Lotto. And we'll do this for another one, but my idea was Ray Knight versus Eric Davis, so you would have hit.
Yeah. That's a nice Eric Davis, by the way.
Really nice.
1990, Bob Welch was 27-6.
That was it, 1990, yes.
With an ERA of 2.9, so that wasn't a bad ERA.
Okay, not bad. I was I was talking some smack, but yes. Again, you're not going to see...
Only 127 strikeouts in a 27-win campaign, though.
Yeah, and he won Cy Young, right?
He won Cy Young.
Yeah. So that was Bob Welch's year. You got a prospect?
17 seasons, 211 career wins.
This is not a prospect. 300 career wins. Anything?
Quite
I mean,
the opposite.
The exact opposite of a prospect. It's like their last.
More like prospectors.
Exactly. Yeah, like the prospector from Toy Story. Carlton Fisk, still going strong in '86 for sure. And Spillner, Butcher, Minton, Gonzalez, and Kurt McCaskill. All right, this is the hot pack.
All right, this is it. This is the hot pack.
Come on, Danny
This is
R.
gonna be the one. Ouch. Let's go. Mariners sticker. That's a good sign.
Oh, we got a Hall of Famer. We start with a Hall of Famer, and we got a landscape card. I don't want to say prospect again because not always. It is, but it's the Kurt Flood. No, not Kurt. Kurt Flood's the free agent guy. Who is it? Kurt Ford. Kurt Ford.
Yikes. Cold pack.
Yeah, that's not the one we wanted to see. Tony Fernandez, rest in peace.
Neidenfeur. It's not. Wait, so he hit something there?
He needs. Nolan hit Bevaqua. He needs either Bevaqua or Buckner, who unfortunately have both been hit. But we could.
I told you my pack would be hot.
Doug Sisk, kind of a. I don't know. They called him mid-chew. A lot of Hall of Famers in it. I'll say this. Vince Coleman,
rookie card. There you go.
That was like a Beckett, $1.75 back in the day for sure. Pat Clements.
Not the frigid pack that I thought it would be.
Right. It wasn't blistering, but it was not frigid either. It was.
I like that. That means like we're on an upward tick. Like maybe next break it's gonna actually hit.
It'd really be nice if he hit one of the other guys because the Neidenfeur set him up. But yeah, he needs Buckner, who we saw in the first stack, or Bevaqua. All right. And
Time to start sending a limousine to pick up Kurt Bevaqua.
Yeah, I put the link. Not safe for work, by the way. I put the link in the preview video.
Well, probably safe for work because everyone's working from home.
Yeah, if you're on Zoom, it's okay. Just watch your volume. All right, so final pack: Danny R, Dave Parker. We need a Buckner or a Hannigan, Weiniger, or Bevaqua. Backman. Fisk and Gedman, we're still into new cards. I don't think we've seen a repeat yet. So,
no, I agree.
Gagne, and by the way, you and I know it's Greg Gagne, right? Guys that are into baseball now, they go back and try to break 80 stuff, mispronounce his name, and I'm like, no, it's you're trying to be too smart. It's Gagne.
Interesting because like the Gagne family is like super famous in Minnesota specifically. Like Vern Gagne, AWA Wrestling, that's Minnesota. So, and there was a son named Greg Gagne. Like that was a wrestler named Greg Gagne.
Yeah, I
So
don't know
that's
why he
probably
chose that. It must not have been from there originally, huh? Roger M, you're up, buddy. Let's hope we
all right. Raj,
see some
Raj, a good
repeats.
guy.
We've had 3 stacks without a repeat, so let's see if we
Let's
can
get Raj. Let's get Raj an ouch.
Yeah, let's redo some of Nolan's stack here. Good luck, Roger M. And we got a Wade Boggs in the back.
At least let's pull him like a Roger McDowell, so Roger M can get a Roger M.
Yes. Pedro Guerrero, Alan Ashby, Keith Hernandez.
There you go.
It's a nice card, actually. I mean, all the Mets cards are like we were saying, but I like the action shots like that. He obviously just slid home or ran home. Beniquez, Ron Say, Milner, Dale Murphy, nice. Not a Hall of Famer, but Wade Boggs is. Nice first pack. Wade Boggs has a little bit of wax. I did feel it. And Mr. Murphy.
What's that card like right in the background? It looks like an '89 Fleer, the Cardinals.
What's that?
What is that card in your background, like behind the stacks? It looks like an '89 Fleer.
Oh, I've showed this.
With the Cardinals. Is that a Simpsons card or something? Yeah.
I haven't showed this one before.
Maybe you have. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's the F face, but it's fish face.
That's funny.
He did a whole line of these. That's the only one that's kind of baseball related. There's a bunch of funky ones, but yeah, that's the Billy Ripken knockoff all the way. But yeah, ode to Dale Murphy. I think he and one other player, and I apologize to the other player, the only 2-time MVP's not in the Hall.
He should be in the Hall.
Wait, what am I saying? Clemens and Bonds, excluding like the last 10 years, the older players, because all those how many MVPs did Bonds win? Maybe I should say non-steroid era 2-time MVP. Sweet Lou. Because Bonds has like 7. And Clemens has I don't know how many Cy Youngs, and he has a couple MVPs too.
I don't think we've talked about this before, but like the person who has the most hits in the decade of the '90s is not in the Hall of Fame.
Most hits of the '90s.
Yeah.
And he's not in the Hall of Fame. I'd have to sit and think about it. Mark Race. Yeah.
Not in the Hall of Fame. Should be. I feel like if you lead the league in hits for a decade, you should be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, he like Will Clark has a lot of fans that think he should be for sure.
What's that? Go back one. Oh, he's hanging on to a thing. Got it. I was like, what is going on up there?
He's signaling that it's a changeup to the batter.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we got an all-star. And
good collation on this, by the way. Let's guess. Like Willie McGee, Ozzie Smith.
I think it could be a really tan guy. Cardinal, red.
Gary Gaetti, Tommy Herr.
Tom Herr. I bet it's Tom Herr. That's my guess too. No, John Tudor. We were close.
Yeesh. Yeesh.
I mean, Tom Herr wouldn't have been that much better, but yeah, not the greatest all-star card.
Pop zero.
Right. That's definitely a pop one if you get a PSA 10 Roger M. By the way, did you and Roger M ever work out a trade for that?
We never did work out the deal, so we've got to get back on the horn there. But something I'm sure our camps will come together. Okay, so now this is a good sign for Roger M because we've seen these guys before.
Did we see Ozzy Virgil?
Yes.
Okay. Bando. Scott Fletcher. Yes, we did see
Done,
Ron Meredith. You are
spelled
right.
wrong, by the way.
You are absolutely right. Is that
His last name is spelled incorrectly.
Is this supposed to be an I?
Yeah.
Tippy Martinez, Dan Gladden, and Pasqua. All right.
This is a good sign, Roger.
That's a little bit of hope there. Roy Smalley, Camacho, Tim Raines. We got a landscape card. This is 2 Angels.
Kirk McCaskill. Who is it?
Oh yeah, Mark McLemore.
Mark McLemore.
Yeah, not even a hot card back in the day, really. George Bell, Andrew Pena, Ron Reynolds. We have seen.
Yeah.
Didn't we see that in Nolan's? I think we did actually.
This is a good sign.
Wathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Canseco's coming.
we just need a Benito on the back. Dale Berra, Willie Randolph, another one for the major league team.
Yeah.
Is that the Brewers? Like they must have modeled themselves after that, you know. The Brewers. Look at these guys. They all had the fierce stashes. Robin Yount too. Like think about it. Mattingly and Boggs.
There you go. Speaking of stashes.
Yes, Mattingly broke the Yankees' stash line. Benito, he's the wax card, so yeah, a little bit. It's not too bad. But actually, Dave Winfield. Did Winfield break the stash before? Yankees were allowed to have no facial hair before Mattingly, but Winfield might have broken it at the same time. All right, and by the way, if you guys didn't follow the 1986 season, most of the drama was out. I mean, most of the races were runaway races. The batting title was down to the last moment of the season. And if you remember, Wade Boggs pulled a hamstring right before a weekend series in New York, and he had the lead, and the Yankees fans just hated him, and the New York press reamed him, and he was
probably lying.
Well, he actually was like, my hamstring is the size of $50, I promise. I remember, it was such a big deal because everyone wanted to see them go head to head. It was one of the final series of the season, and yeah, he sat it out, and the Yankees fans did not forgive him for that. Harold Baines. Tom Hume. Always looking a little psycho. Lee Mazzilli, who actually was a pinch hitter for the Mets and had some big hits. He played 85 for the Pirates, but he moved to 86 to the Mets in 86. Floyd Rayford, Alvin Davis, and Steve Shields. All right, 2 packs to go.
Can't win them all, Roger.
Jeff Burrows, Jim Acker. Yeah, we're into new cards again.
Yeah.
Rick Aguilera, Reggie.
Yeah, we haven't seen that.
There may be a really cool card we just forgot about we haven't seen too. So, Joe Price, Charles Hudson, Glenn Hubbard. All right, final pack, Roger M. We got one Lotto winner. We got a Jose successful break no matter what. But yeah,
Definitely.
Bob Forsch.
Decent collation by Fleer, I'll say.
I mean, Fleer has really been really good to us in our breaks. Very predictable, and we love the runs because we do our little dramatic countdowns. Darren Dalton. It's like second year, right? Quisenberry. Hojo. Todd Worrell. Rookie of the year. This year. Fitzgerald. Schatzeder. And Ken Forsch. All right. So we kind of ended with a fizzle for Roger M, but
a successful break. We hit our Canseco. We hit a lottery. We hit the Snyder. We did all the damage we could, guys.
We saw all the rookie cards.
If you were looking for a trip down memory lane, this checked all the boxes as far as this product.
We saw every card we were after, actually. And then there's the box cards. Gary Carter, Carlton Fisk, upper right. So, and then there's our big hit is definitely a gradable Jose. I mean, this is perfect. Actually, I have, you know what? I don't have it handy. I have a PSA 9 of this card. It'd be nice to hold them up side by side, but I think this is a PSA 9 all day.
What does it say on the back? It says like statistics of some kind?
Well, yeah, Jose has had just a couple of handful of at-bats in 85, which is why he's in all the 86 sets.
And what was his stats?
Actually, not too bad. He hit 300. 96 at-bats, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs, so he didn't tear it up. He was no Fernando Tatis, but 302 is, not bad. Yeah, Eric Plunk, but that's funny that what did you say? That's the best thing that ever happened to Eric Plunk was being on the Jose card. That's what Jose said.
Exactly.
Great. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for joining us again, Stu.
Looking forward to doing this as always, man. It's always a good time.
So we've got a couple breaks coming up. One is going to be Stu and I going through all the wax packs of the 80s. It's going to be a non-sponsored break, probably like next week. And then I've actually got a newer set that I'm going to put on sale, and I think we can only have 2 sponsors for it. And I know you don't like newer stuff, but this one will be cool. It actually has 2 autographs, and it's a classic set. So it has guys from classic teams. It's an upper deck set, so I'll just kind of give everyone a hint from the 2000s. But it'll be pretty cool, and it's not going to be super expensive either. So
I'm down. Just
to tease some of the upcoming breaks, but 1986 Fleer, Stu Sohn joining us again. Thanks for joining us, man.
You too, man. Thanks. Stay safe out there, and good break, man. I'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you on the next one. Thanks. See you soon.
Here. Bye.